The owner of a controversial truck in Edmonton is apologizing tonight after photos of his vehicle sparked outrage online earlier this week. Clay Burnt tells City News he didn't know the meaning behind the images.
To be totally honest, I had no idea. I did not know what that red handprint meant. But the red handprints on that truck mean nothing for Indigenous people or anything. It's just zombie decor, just like the rest of the truck, right? I have nothing against a peaceful protest. You know, I've never been in one. You know, I guess all I just see, you know, I just see what comes up on my newsfeed, you know? People getting pulled out of their truck, killed in the middle of the street.
Burnt tells City News he's cooperating with an EPS hate crimes unit. He's now in the process of getting the paint removed, saying he and his family have received threats over the social media posts.
And so I pulled all my kids, my 2 girls out of school.
One Canadian Indigenous activist telling City News she's happy to see the paint come off the vehicle, but explains a fundamental lack of education around Indigenous issues in Canada is what leads to incidents like this.
People are thinking about Canada and they're thinking there isn't a race problem here. Canada is just, you know, it's all roses, and it's not. People need to be able to look at Canada and say, hey, there was genocide here, because there's been a mass genocide here.
Krista McInnes in British Columbia made news late last year after her daughter was sent home with a school assignment to write about the positive aspects of residential schools. McInnes explains genocide, residential schools, missing and murdered Indigenous women, as well as systemic racism towards Indigenous people creates a trauma that affects generations of Canada's Indigenous people.
That backlash of what they endured in those schools because they were taken away so young became the only life they ever knew how to live. So they come home, they repeat that trauma. They repeat that. And that gets trickled down throughout each generation.
Burnt tells City News he understands the hurt his truck has caused.
After understanding what the red handprint and stuff means, I can understand to my fullest extent of why the Indigenous community is so upset about this.
In Edmonton, Darcy Ropchan, City News.